Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Biscuit. How is everybody doing? Hopefully you all are having a great day wherever you are. So today's video is going to be a watch me work / do some dip nails with me. So if you were on my TikTok live, you would have seen me create these nails. I was definitely trying to interact and show them how to do dip nails as much as possible while also filming for you all as well. So I decided to go ahead and play in some acrylic / dip nails. And you all know from my previous video where I did the duck nails, I did try out this brand, Acrylic, and she does have the 2-in-1 acrylic powder, which you could use with monomer, and then you can also use it with a dip system. So I said, you know, I wanted to try out the dip system for her acrylic powders, and it actually worked very well. Her powders adhered very nicely to my nails, and not only that, it was very fine. It wasn't like chunky where it wasn't sticking at all. So overall, I would definitely give this a A+. Okay, so for the sake of the video, I did explain that I am doing a pop-off method, which is why you also see some of the blue stick to my entire nail plate, okay, because I do have my peel it off base coat on. And I just wanted to go over the center of the nail because I was trying to build an apex, okay? So when you are doing dip nails, you have to kind of build your apex. So I like to go down the center of each nail and apply a thin layer of the dip it base. And I don't think I mentioned that the dip system that I'm using is actually not polished. So I'm using their dip system and I love it so far. Okay, this is my first time using the not polished dip system, and baby, I definitely like it, okay? So yeah, here I am just applying the powder on the nail, and I'm not dusting off my nails at all yet because I still want to give it some time to dry and adhere to that base before I do go ahead and wipe off the excess. So also, which was funny, somebody tried, okay? They tried to come for me on my TikTok live saying that, oh, you're supposed to be dipping your finger inside the jar. This is not how you do it, and yada, yada, yada. So I politely checked them and politely put them in their place. And I said, for one, I take clients, and there's no way that I'm going to go ahead and put my nails inside of the jar, okay? And then there's no way that I'm going to take my client's hand and stick it inside the jar. I do probably about maybe 4 clients. I'm not sticking their whole entire fingers in the jar, okay? First of all, that's unsanitary. And second of all, why do that when I have this little contraption right here? I wish I knew what it was called. Why do that when I have this contraption here where I can just pour the acrylic on top of the nail? Like, I'm trying to be as sanitary as possible. And I was being funny, of course. I was like, I don't know if my client just digged in their nose before they came here. I didn't make them wash their hands. They sat down right in the chair and I got to work, right? They could have been digging in their booty for all I know, okay? They could have been scratching their head, in the ear, getting some earwax, in the nose, grabbing some boogers or something. I mean, that's unsanitary. So I was pretty much saying, you know what, do what works for you, boo-boo, because I'm not doing that. Get somebody else to do it. So everybody was like, you need to block that person, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I ain't blocking nobody because, baby, I want you to watch, okay? And first of all, it's like, to each its own, right? Everybody has a process. Everybody does things differently, but this is how I do it, okay? Because I am taking clients, there's no way I'm gonna just keep sticking hands and fingers into the same jar over and over and over and over and over and over. No, ma'am. So do what works for you, but personally, it's definitely sanitary if you buy this little contraption, or you could use a spoon. I mean, you can makeshift something but I do not recommend that you dip your clients' nails inside of the jar. And especially if you have repeat clients, don't do that. The only exception to that is if you do your own nails only. You don't take any clients, it's just you. You do your own nails, you don't do nobody else's nails, then by all means, please go ahead and you can dip your finger inside of the jar because it's just going to be you. But like I said, if you do take clients or do other people's nails, I do recommend you do a pour over method just for sanitary reasons. However, you do what you want to do. It's just a recommendation, okay? You don't have to follow it. Like I said, to each its own. So, needless to say, we're gonna go ahead and repeat this process for me creating the apex. I did this step about 3 times just to kind of get the center of the nail a little bit raised. And then once I completed this 3 times, then we're gonna go ahead and start to apply the dip it base on the entire nail. And then I'm gonna take my acrylic powder and pour it all over the nail so that way I can actually start building my nail as well. So I'm gonna let you all enjoy this part and I will come back. Okay, so I have my apex where I would like it so far, and now we're gonna go ahead and apply our Dip It base to the entire nail. And now we're gonna go ahead and start to build up the side walls. And also this will also make our apex look a little bit better once we start to get several layers on top. So I will let you watch this and I'll come back. Okay, so I am almost finished applying my first layer. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just continue to repeat until I get the desired look where everything is nice and smooth. And then I'm gonna file, shape, and buff and all that good stuff. But unfortunately, because I was on TikTok Live, my other phone died. So literally you will see footage off of this phone here where I kind of was already doing the design and whatnot, but I tried to capture as much as I could for you all, so hopefully you will enjoy. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and do some blue Frenchies. I was playing around with my liner brushes from Royalty Nail Supplies, and I was trying to get these Frenchies crisp, and the liners definitely helped for sure. And I felt like I was getting a little bit better at Frenchies because you all know Frenchies give me like just, I be stressed out over some Frenchies. But these brushes made it real easy to complete the Frenchies, so I am definitely looking forward to doing more and more. So I kind of went with a blue on blue. This blue is from Mid Millow. And then I was like, oh, this is real cute. Okay, super cute. I would definitely rock this, okay? I know it is 2 shades of blue, but it's okay. The acrylic I did end up doing matte, and then I was like, okay, with that blue Frenchie, and then I was like, you know what, let's play around in some chrome. So if you aren't following me on TikTok, what are you waiting for? Go over and follow me. I kind of do like impromptu lives. They're not really like set lives or anything like that, but yeah. So I ended up using some chrome and chroming out these Frenchies, and now I'm just applying my top coat, which I'm using my IBD gel for that. And then I'm gonna cure that for 60 seconds. And then I just ended up using some butterfly charms just for a little spring look. And then, yeah, that was pretty much it. So I definitely enjoyed creating this set. I definitely wanna do another one. I wanna do another dip set with some long nails, okay? So we can get into that. But I'm gonna come back once I am through with the design. Here are the nails. I was getting some footage for Instagram and TikTok, but these turned out really cute. I ended up putting some butterfly charms on, and I used my gem adhesive from Royalty Nail Supplies, and baby, those things weren't going anywhere. And because I felt like the chrome and the matte were like too separated, or like you can see the divide between the matte and the glossy, I ended up using a liner, and the liner that I used was a silver liner, which is from RARJSM, and I just pretty much outlined the Frenchie. You can see my desk looks a hot mess, okay, but that is the liner that I used, and I got those off of Amazon. The color of the acrylic powder is called Thirst Traps from Yclept, and she was having a 50% off sale, so make sure you go over and check her out. I will leave the information down in the description box. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, hit that post notification bell so that way you never miss a video from your girl. And as always, thank you all so much for your love and support, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye, y'all.